G'day everyone. Sorry, I thought I'd do a midweek catch up while I'm doing some work in the office tonight. So I'm after. I can see comments. G'day Blacks. Yes, you're first, mate. G-Key man. We've actually haven't had rain today, but we did have a earthquake come through all of Victoria. Ball accounts at 9 o'clock this morning, but since I didn't go to bed till 4 a.m. this morning, and I slept through it and didn't even notice, but Melbourne got hits. A couple of buildings down in Melbourne had bricks and everything fall off, destroyed them and stuff like that. So, yeah, it wasn't good. But we were kind of lucky here in Ballarat that we didn't actually get that much of it. A little bit of shaking, ball accounts, but that was about it. So we are very, very bloody lucky in that regards. So yes, I'm gonna have a drink because I bloody can after tonight. So that can wait a second because I'm gonna try and clean up some room here while I'm doing this live stream. And I'm just gonna turn this around so I can kind of faces and do some work at the same time. So yes, I have been flat out for the last since Saturday. I haven't stopped printing. Literally, I haven't stopped printing since Saturday. I'm still just noticed I'm still wearing my glasses from work. Not only do I have to wear a mask for 7 hours straight, I also have to wear these whilst working. Who knew you needed these in white people's butts? So yeah, massive earthquake, big ass day at work, and now I've got to come home and finish doing work again. So yes, I have mini pinning trays. I'm printing. I've got to do 100 of these, the ones with lids that go on them. So about flea market today. Yeah, that's why I stopped doing the markets during winter, the key cutting, because I just don't want all my electronics getting bloody wet. That's the last thing I need, is my electronics to get wet and stuff up on me. But now we're starting to get into spring, or we're in spring. Once the nicer weather starts coming in, we can I'll get back into the markets doing the key cutting and key programming and hopefully sell some 3D printed products and stuff like that at the markets. Not so much the lock sport products, because I doubt a random person would want to buy a pinning tray. But I will be selling like the PlayStation controller locks and stuff like that. So yes, I thought I'd do a random catch up with everyone during midweek while I'm cleaning these up. So yeah, I actually got to print 100 mini trays, and they take 5 hours thereabouts, just under 5 hours, to print 6 of them. And then I've got to clean them all up, make sure they're all working smooth, and then sign each one, because these here are actually going to the US. Those of you that are in the US that heard of Lock Camp, let me know in the comments down below. We'll grab some more trays. So I've just printed some gold silk ones that I've got to clean up as well. So yeah, those of you in the US that know of Lock Camp, I am sponsoring them. I was talking to the guy who runs it, and I thought I'd be nice and sponsor them. They were after some mini trays, 3D printed stuff, and they've contacted a few others, and they won't do it for them. And stuff like that. So they said it was going to cost a fortune for them to be able to buy them all and stuff. So I said, oh, look, I'm happy to sponsor you with it. I will print them all up as long as you just help with the cost of postage, because we all know postage is the biggest bloody killer. Trying to move this down a bit. So yeah, now I am printing and getting all these done for Lock Camp, because they're going to be giving them out to everyone who goes. and a little kit thing that they're making up. So each one is hand finished, hand printed. Well, not hand printed, machine printed. Hand finished and hand signed with from Daup. And then I have to record a little talk video for them to play for everyone on the Friday night. They said, I think he said it was a little, kind of like a little, who am I, what I do, and stuff like that. So it's the first time I've done something like this, sponsoring someone, or a Blocksport meetup group camp thing. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Just providing I can get all these done. I've got about 60 printed. I've got to do another 40 and get these all done and ready and sent over. Hopefully they arrive in America before, I think it's mid-October. So I do not have very long at all to get these done. We may even see some bloodshed tonight if I slip with these scalpels and slice my bloody finger. But yeah, so we're up to, I think it's like 20 cases of COVID here in Ballarat now. I think we come out of lockdown tonight, I'm not sure. To be honest with you, I hope we do. Other thing is, Friday will be Blaze and I. I've put up with Blaze's ass for a year on Friday, so it will be our 1 year together anniversary. And it's a public holiday because of the AFL Grand Final, I think it is here, or something like that. So I'll be working because it's good money on a public holiday. Well, meant to be. Come on, clean up. This is the hard bit, making sure these all fit and go together. Like that, nice and smooth. Sits in. For some reason it's a bit weird just there. Locks in, but that's alright. From Daup. There we go. All signed. They can go in. Yeah, I've got to count them all out anyway again. So yeah, I've literally been running my printer all day and all night since Saturday. Today being Wednesday, I've got 60 trays done in that time. So it's interesting, I can say that. But what else is new? One of the guys on Instagram, I helped him pick his first American lock the other day, which was actually absolutely fantastic. So he asked me, because he watched one of my videos or the video I have on the titanium and my tips and tricks on how to pick one of them. And he was trying, and he said he watched the video and straight away he learnt and was able to pick his one. And it worked. Well, I helped him out really, really well. So then he ended up doing, getting his 1100, and he asked if I could help with a few tips and tricks. So I actually video called him and spoke to him for an hour on a video call from around the other side of the world because he's in the States. And spoke to him, took him through it, explained everything, and a little while after that, not very long at all, he sent me a message with a lock picked open. So that was another bloody awesome thing to be able to actually, take the time out to sit down, explain, and go through picking a lock with a guy and explaining the attention and little tips and tricks and everything on picking a American lock 1100. And yeah, it was kind of cool to see it all go through. So when it comes to simple locks like those, I can kind of explain quite easily. I can help us out in picking, but if it comes to, you know, the really technical locks and stuff like that, yeah, it's a bit hard for me to be able to explain because I struggle with them myself. But he's still there, Blacks, by the way. Just asking. Because that, if you are, that puzzle that you did, or the business did, that was a little bit of fun. As soon as I saw it, I knew what it was. It was the Enigma code. And the only thing that took me a little bit of time was actually finding out which machine you actually used. It's all good, Keyman. You got work, have you, mate? Or a date? It's like Don's. I was on the phone to Don's for 2 hours again last night. After work, catching up and chatting. Working out everything for the giveaway for that Bronx Lock Picker 60 GoFundMe campaign that we started. Which last we looked, it was at $2,470, I think it was, which is absolutely fantastic. And I know Bronx and his family all really, really appreciate it, big time. They are blown away by it. So Don's is going to go through. Last night we were chatting about the padlocks, the Lockwoods, I don't know if they're padlocks. Going to go through and find them and send me photos of them so I can take some to work. All good. So then, yeah, he's going to send me the photos so I can put them up and say this is what's going in. For everyone who, well, people who donate go into the draw. Yeah, it's still too tight. I have to trim it down more. Bloody work, I tell you what. When you got to do this to 100 lids and clean up 100 trays and try not to slice your bloody fingers open. I can't outsource it to Blaze because she's doing night shift. She did night shift last night at work and she's doing night shift again tonight. And then working tomorrow afternoon with me. Not in my area because she can't. So, all exciting things happening here. By the earthquakes and riots down in Melbourne. Good thing I'm nowhere near there. I'll tell you that now. And yeah, it's just been bloody crazy. I am thinking about adding some new products to the website. Thinking about adding kind of like tactical stuff that's not really tactical stuff, so I can legally sell it. But the 3D printed stuff. Anyway, I was looking at the self-defense rings that you can print. It looks like a normal ring, like my Lord of the Rings one, but it has two little spikes that stick out. But I don't know if they're actually legal in Australia to wear. And that's why I was thinking about trying to design, if I can work it out, the tack key. So you can buy a little thing that goes over your keys, sits on your keys. Still hook it up to your key ring, but you can grab it and use it kind of like a little spike that sticks out but doesn't stab into your hand. So if you have to hit someone, you can. And they sell them. There's a shop, a joint in Melbourne that sell them, but they're really expensive for the proper tack key covers. So I was hoping to see if there's one that I can 3D print that will go on it, and stuff like that. So yeah, bit interesting. We'll have to do some computer work soon as well. Try and get some stuff organised. I want to get a case for my de-author printed, my big de-author, the monster, the Wi-Fi hacking device. Because the clear thing, I'm not. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I like it because you can kind of see what's going on. You're like, ooh, but not very stealthy and that. So I just want to print one in black. Everything looks better in black. But what's everyone working on? Let me know in the comments. Because the only one that's talking at the moment is GK Man. I think he's the only one that's watching at the moment. Oh no, it's 4. Or maybe I'm on the wrong chat. No. Say hi if you're there. I don't bite hard unless you want me to. I think he's the only one that's talking, GK Man. Bulletproof Designs. G'day, mate. Blaze kind of got in a way. She's like, "Oh," when I read your comment that you Bulletproof Designs you put in the video thing I did, saying, yeah. Blaze is like, "Oh wow, they actually recognised the street," and I'm like, "I think so." I said, "I didn't show any signs." I said, "I think it's the school and the church thing across the road that kind of gave it away." Because I made sure I didn't show any street signs. So, yeah. I said, next time you're up, or when you're up this way, if we ever get out of lockdown, COVID gets under control, catch up for a coffee or something. Or lunch. You can always go to my favourite place for lunch, Rolled. It's only down the road. I go there nearly every day before work. Well, not every day, about 3 times a week, usually. I go to Rolled before I go to work and get lunch. I was there today. Only because you know the area, yeah. That church and school across just up the road a bit kind of gives it away. Although I'm going to have to try and move because this house is way too bloody small for everything I've got going on at the moment. My office is that small, as you know. I have literally no room and stuff like that, so I'll need to find a bigger house with a garage, double car garage kind of thing. I can turn the double car garage into full-on workshop to be able to get the website fully going big time, because I'm limited here. I would have been a little bit more ahead with these, but I had a couple that didn't print properly because I didn't level the machine out. It's just, yeah, a lot of work trimming each one. Probably only off by like a bloody fraction, but it makes a big difference. So yes, I'm now a sponsor for Lock Camp in the US by making 100 of these trays for them and signing each one. And then got to do a video talk explaining the trays and what I do and who I am. Turns out I'm a little bit more known than what I am now. Well, what I believe I am. Kind of a lot of people on Instagram that if you're on there know who I am that I didn't realise knew who I am. And that so. Yes, the bigger toys I get. Yes. As I was saying to Blaze last night when I was messaging her while she's at night shift and I'm doing work here until 4 a.m. It's all well and good saying I'm happy doing 100 trays. Don't get me wrong, it's great. It's kind of like little promotional gear for them, for me. The downside of it is I can only print these trays on one printer because literally my other printer's too small. I'd only be able to print like one tray, maybe 2, 3, really pushing it on that. So it's not really worth running the 2 printers. So yeah, I'm kind of printing all from one. So that's why it's literally I've got about 80 hours in printing off one machine. So it's taken its time from there. So if I was like Bobby Keys, I could run 7 printers if I had the room, which means making money by selling 3D printed products to be able to buy another 3D printer to be able to do all that. At the moment, I can't, and Dana's messaging me even though I told her I'm on a live stream. That's alright. So, yeah. Anyone that's in the US, if you're watching, do you know about that lock camp? Is it a big thing, small thing? I don't really know. I know I've got to make 100 trays, so I think it's for about 100 people. Oh, maybe because of COVID they can't have that many. I'm not sure. I don't even know what the restrictions are in America at the moment. But what's everyone been working on? What's everyone been picking, bypassing, destroying? Speaking of destroying, I did actually just break one of my... I didn't break it. Somehow it shit itself. I don't even know where the fuck it's gone now. One of my RFID... See you after GQ, man. One of my RFID copiers broke. It just screen shit itself, stopped working. For no reason. But, on the upside, it gives me an excuse to buy a Proxmart. And as some of you may be aware, I now have the pinning trays available that are actually cases as well up on the website. Got a couple of new products up on the website actually. There's a new pinning tray which is blue and silver, since I've got some blue filament in there. 2 purple and black trays are available. The cases that are actually pinning trays as well, all in one. Although Bobby Keys did send me the new version of that, which I will print. So I gotta get that done. See, look at that. That works bloody smooth, like a knife through butter. Right. Time for a glass of scotch. Because I can. This is Port Charlotte 10-year-old heavily peated Islay single malt. That's all I drink, a single malt. 3D printing a headphone holder, playing with a Biolock, and drinking a Bundy. I'm not a big fan of Bundy, to be honest. I like Kraken. That's the only rum I really drink. I gotta buy some more scotch. Shit! I dropped some! No, it's for the homies. Don't mind me, this is... It brings out notes in the scotch. Yeah, the Kraken rum I like, not so much Bundy. I used to drink Captain Morgan spiced rum, but again, I kind of went off that. But with how much I bloody work, I deserve one of them after tonight as well. Busy night at work. Really busy. What happens when you work in nursing? It's never like a quiet shift. So yeah, I managed to get me video done, well, me movie, which for some reason, YouTube wouldn't let me upload off my phone as 1 hour and a half long video. I had to break it down into 4, which means all the editing and everything I did, and all the cutting and the pasting and bloody ages of work I've put into it, the hour and a half long one. I had to cut into, then delete, and then redo it all. Shit, that's bent. Had to redo it all into yeah, so I ended up losing it and having to redo it. It was a bloody nightmare. So, Bulletproof, you do 3D printing as well, do you? What printer do you run, if you do? Well, you're saying 3D printing a headphone holder. That's fucking close. So yes, just a random catch up. I don't really got much to talk about. Don't really have much to discuss tonight. Really, I haven't got videos recorded for this week. As I said, I've just been flat out doing all this, getting this all set up, running, cleaning, organising, printing. Right, that I'm happy with. Sits in there. It's that one. Probably get like repetitive stress. So, Bulletproof, you're still there. Did you feel the earthquake this morning that everyone's talking about? Which, by the accounts of Herald Sun, is blaming Dan Andrews for. That's what I heard. There's a funny photo going around. Herald Sun says Dan Andrews is responsible for earthquake. Which is very rare for us to get one. I've never ever heard of one hitting Victoria at all. At all, like. Yeah, I'm sorry if this one's kind of boring, this live stream. As I said, I just wanted to do a midweek catch up, chat. If anyone's around, can drop by, say hi. Tell me what you're working on, what you're not doing, what locks you got on order, you buying any new ones. Not weekend, just gone the weekend before. I was meant to be watching Tim's live stream. But got distracted talking to Lockpick Lawyer for a while. About some locks and stuff like that. Such a bloody nice guy, he really is. Really nice guy. So all the guys on Instagram as well. If you're not on Instagram, you should go and check it out. There's a lot of lock sporters and lock pickers and security type guys on there. Become quite good friends with a few of them. Carlos, a mate of mine over in America. He does a lot of security stuff. I actually sent him some lock picks and everything. Bloody awesome guy. He's actually doing Muay Thai at the moment. Putting up videos about that. Uncensored Tactical. Definitely worth checking out. They're also on YouTube here. I was chatting to him the other night. Again, great bloody guy to go and chat to. Does a lot of lock picking and tactical stuff. Very, very interesting to watch, listen to, check out. Because in a way, I mean, lock picking and stuff all comes down, and a lot of the security stuff that we look into also comes through the tactical world as well. And stuff like that. I mean, I find that interesting. I find all forms of security and finding weaknesses interesting. Hacking, picking, hacking, bypassing, social engineering. It's amazing how you can get people to talk about their security by, picking holes in it. Get them talking. They'll tell you what their bloody passwords are if, you convince them enough. All that shit is just bloody interesting. I want to start doing some more videos on that kind of stuff. But as I said, like recently with this deal I've got going, a quick video thing I've got to do for them, and just trying to get a base load of products up and ready for the website. All my attention's been on this. I haven't actually been doing much videos and picking and stuff on security products. And because of the lockdowns and everything, I haven't been able to go out and buy new locks, new products, and stuff like that. So I do apologise. I mean, I'd love to, I'll have a DigiLock bypass tool sitting down in the bottom drawer there to review. The only thing is, the locks themselves are about $200 to $300 on if you get them on a good deal. Plus, and you know, I don't have the money to spend $300 on a lock just to review a tool that I probably wouldn't use again. But I'm gonna have to find out a way to be able to test it and review it. If I was a locksmith, I'd probably use it, but not there just yet. It's the same as the under door tool. I've got the under door tool sitting there. Modified it like the Not So Civil Engineer because I find that stuff interesting. I haven't used it yet. I know how to. I can do it, but I haven't had a chance to use it. But that will be coming up. Even if I have to build a door to, like a half door to test it on. And that. So I'm not a civil engineer. What happened to him? I haven't seen a YouTube video from him in a bloody long time. Since he went over to Covert Instruments, like he's on there with them now. No videos. I think he's done one video since he joined with them. I hope he's alright, that's all I'm saying. Like, g'day Brian. Driving and listening. All good mate, stay safe on the road. So on headlines of a paper, the guy crashes from listening to Doubt livestream. That'll be the day. Only because I was listening to DEFCON 201's live stream whilst driving. I was listening to it and Blaze told me off. I said, I'm listening to it, I'm not watching it. She goes, you might watch it. And I said, it's fine. So I'm just listening. Again, another group that's on Instagram, Twitter, and on YouTube here. DEFCON 201. You can find them in my videos, the channels I subscribe to. More guys that need, a good amount of support. They do a lot of cool stuff, whether it be hacking information stuff. Crypto Barons is a show they run. They talk about all that stuff. Master of Unlocking with Side Pocket. Night Owl normally joins in comes over and watches their live streams as well. So, yeah, they are a really nice bunch of guys. I think he wanted to do a video as well, like a chat video with me as well, so I've got to contact him about that. Turns out I'm a popular guy, and who would have thunk it? So, yeah, I know it's kind of, as I say, boring. Me doing 3D printed work. Everyone on Discord on the Extremely League of Pickers is kind of saying recently, it's like, Dab's got off picking, he's all 3D printing now. Well, no. I'm still picking when I can. I'm still all the things that I was before, just at the moment I've been a little bit fixated and focusing on trying to get products made for the website. It takes time to build stock, but now I've got some stock made, I can literally just sit back and relax a bit from the 3D printing. Not completely. I mean, I'm still going to work on new products. What doesn't sell, I'll get rid of and replace it with other stuff, just to see. replace stock that gets low, but it's not, flying off the bloody shelves right at the moment. It's literally like one, maybe two sales a month at the moment, maximum. I have to admit, I haven't been advertising it as much as I should, and it takes time to build up that reputation with stuff. I've only been doing 3D printed 5 minutes compared to, not even 5 minutes compared to a lot of the other printers like 3D Lock Sport, Bobby Keys, and stuff like that. But I know from all the guys so far that have ordered 3D printed equipment off of me, I've had messages, emails back from them saying they are blown away by the quality. One guy, he works at a university, contacted me. He said, like, they do 3D printing at the university that he works at. And he asked me how I got the print so bloody smooth on the follower set because, the quality of it, how do I get it like that? Because he's seen a lot of 3D printed stuff at the university he goes that are just shit. That aren't smooth and stuff like that, so he's absolutely blown away by it. At the moment, the penning trays I'm working on right now are the mini ones. So literally, they are tiny, little lidded penning trays. These are the ones I'm currently working on for, as I was saying, Lock Camp in the USA. 100 of these, all hand signed and done, so I can send them over. I only got 40 left to go, thereabouts. All hand signed. So yeah, I've literally got 2 bags done so far. Shit. I'm throwing them everywhere. Come on. So yeah, I think I've got I've got about 40 odd trays left to do. Any excess I'll just sell it. I'll give it away or something. But yeah, these are the mini ones at the moment. For them, 100 as a sponsor for Lock Camp. Along with the mini TED Talk video thing I've got to do for them. But if you want to see the latest penning tray that I've just made, which is now available, there's a couple of them. The gold follower sets, so the same gold silk PLA these trays made out of. I have follower sets made up of them, which are now available. I have a silver and blue professional style penning tray. This is actually the Lockpicking Lawyer. So if you watch Lockpicking Lawyer and you want one of his trays, because this is actually the design that he has, that he uses. So this is actually the same design. I've got a blue and silver one of them available now. And these are now available. So I'm going to print out the new version of it. But these are pinning trays, as you can see. But you can actually slide that off. Put, followers, shims, tweezers, lock picks, whatever you bloody want. Joints, if you want to whatever you're into. And then you can actually slide the cover back on and have it all in there to go. So they are available now up on the website. There is a newer version which actually has little dimples on the inside, so that the lids, after a while they will wear down a little bit. They may become a bit loose and slide off and stuff like that. So there is a newer version. These ones I've had no problems with so far. At all. Haven't even budged. So yeah, they Hey James, they are available now, up on the website. And yeah, the gold follower sets with the Sparrow's tool are also up on there as well now. So that's all going. Downside to cleaning up 100 mini trays is you get lots of little plastic shit everywhere. Everywhere. I've got gold printing again, so I've got those stocked up. So, yeah. What a keyless entry said to me today is I don't work too hard. I'm like, I always bloody work hard. If you saw that movie thing I did, I literally don't stop. Like, literally last night, 4 o'clock in the morning, I went to bed. And then slept through the earthquake. And then worked all afternoon. Didn't stop at work tonight, didn't get a break. It's just bloody crazy. Being short-staffed. But all healthcare is like that at the moment with the COVID. So, yeah, come home, doing all this, getting these all done. So that I can, get these all sent off, because I've got to get it done as soon as possible for the lock camp. And then try and work out some new products, new tactical kind of stuff I want to put up on the website. Those, like the PlayStation controller locks are also available now. I'm going to be doing some new colours and adding them soon. Like blue, I might do some gold, the red copper silk. Kind of stuff like that. I'm going to add them up on the website as well. They're the kind of things that I'll sell at the markets when I do the key cutting. I also got to finish off cutting the key for my sister's car. Getting that done. Because it's been hard to get to it because of the restrictions and the lockdown and, now riots in bloody Melbourne. Protesters that, just go crazy, ball accounts, and don't get me wrong, I can understand, Melbourne's been in lockdown for a bloody long time, but this COVID is no fucking joke. A lot of people still believe it's not real, but, it's no fucking joke. And, I've had to make sacrifices being a frontline worker. It's just crazy. Come on. What am I off by? Fucking mosquito's dick. Right. Oh yeah, Blaze wants me to get rainbow filament for the printers, so that I can do some pinning trays that actually change colours, like rainbow colour all the way through. For the girls, she said. So what about pink? And she goes, oh, stereotypical. I'm like, yeah, probably. I've been looking at colour changing filament as well that changes colour with heat. So you touch it, it goes from like brown to green. There's also the UV colour changing as well, but it's bloody expensive, and I want to keep my prices, down. Because I had Bobby Keys when I was chatting to him. He's like, oh, thing is a little bit expensive, isn't it? And I said to him, no. And he goes, oh, they just seem expensive. I said, Bobby, Australian prices. By the time you convert the US dollar to Australian dollars and the Australian dollars to US dollars, mine and his prices are identical. It's like people forget exchange rates. Yeah. But also, as I was saying earlier, Black's contact sent me a link the other week. A business of his was doing a competition. It was plastic in the mouth. Crack the code to win a free T-shirt from the business, and sent me the link to it. There's like a couple of videos. They had the code and stuff like that. I was the first one to crack it and get it up, get it right. So Ball Accounts got a T-shirt on the way now, or will have. That was a lot of bloody fun, I have to admit. I knew exactly what kind of code it was as soon as I saw it. It was an Enigma code, as I was saying earlier. The only thing that took me a little bit of time was finding out which machine it was that they used to decode it. To actually create the code. But I'd like to see more videos done like that in Locksport. Not just lockpicking, but code breaking and encryptions kind of stuff. We need to see more stuff like that. I might even do a video on it one day. For like a giveaway video or something. People got to decrypt the code. It's all part of the sport. It's a part of security. People use encrypted codes to send messages. Everything's encrypted these days. But this is like old school World War bloody encryption. It's kind of cool. You learn history whilst working out a code. And stuff like that. I reckon more people should actually look into that. Yeah, Locksport's awesome, but there's more to Locksport than just picking locks. That I believe that anyway. A lot of people may not agree with that. Like I've always said, I find every aspect of security interesting, and to me it all comes under Locksport. Everyone has their own personal opinion. I value everyone's opinion. Not everyone agrees Locksport's the same thing. Some locksmiths don't understand why we find it enjoyable to pick bloody locks. Some people think that we're bloody safe crackers or thieves. I've actually been called that a few times. Not a thief, but a safe cracker. And I'm like, I've never broken into a fucking safe in my life. Like, I've cut keys for one. My brother's one, broke into that for him. And I've dabbled in dial cracking, like the safe dials and stuff like that. For the Sparrows, learning that stuff. I'm not a bloody expert in it. I don't pretend to be. I still haven't even managed to crack that on the full one yet, but I haven't spent a lot of time. It's sitting up there. But all that stuff, RFID hacking. The de-authored devices that I have, all a part of it. Master keys. I sell the master keys up on the website. And I've had people say to me, well, what do you want to... You're a lockpicker. What do you want bloody master keys for? And I'm like, well, They're like pen testing keys. They're physical penetration testing keys. I said, picking a lock leaves forensic evidence. You look at pins. Deviant Olam has done videos on it where he's actually, one of the recent ones I watched that he did was, it was actually a few questions with the leashy picks, whatever you want to fucking call it. And we know that picking a lock with traditional lock picks and methods, single pin picking and raking and stuff, with a pick and tensioner, leaves physical evidence on the key pins, and someone that trained can pull the key pins out of a lock and have a look and determine if that lock has been picked. We've seen it. And stuff like that. You talk about covert entry and stuff like that, getting in without people knowing, leaving a trace. And, picks, you may not think it, but picks leave a trace when you pick a lock. Whereas master keys and keys don't. They do, but they don't. Because a key will only leave one set of marks on a lock. An in-stroke and an outstroke. So they will leave like the mark where it's like a scuff mark where the key goes in and where the key goes out. You can have a look at Deegan's video on it. It's clear as fucking day. And then you take a microscopic camera and you look at the key pins, and you can just see where the keystroke's got in on the pins and a keystroke on the way out. But you pick the exact same pins with a pick, and you can see little cuts and scratches and dents and marks left by the picks. What's that new video? Fantastic. I'll have a look at that in a minute. So, master keys, like the ones I sell, don't leave that evidence of, pick marks because it's a master key. So you can just slide the key in and it leaves the same mark as any other key going in and out of the lock. And, a lot of places, like here in Victoria, unless you're a locksmith, it's kind of against the law to carry picks. You can get done through the intent to steal, carrying with intent to steal, burglary tools. But keys, you can walk around with a big bunch of freaking keys on you, and the copper pulls you over and says, "What are they for?" And you go, "Work." Well, they're not going to fucking question it, are they? You can have master keys galore, like I carry, and no one would question it. They just look and go, "Oh, you got keys." I carry 3 sets of bloody keys on me, like literally every day. I also carry lockpicks on me, but I literally only carry a jackknife on one set of keys and my covert companion on another with the master keys on it. But yes, that's my point. Master keys, they may not be a lock sporter's thing, but they are bloody handy to have, and I would recommend anyone carrying a master key on you. Quite literally, I carry mine in my jacket, along with my business wallet. The only master key I've got in here I don't sell, because I can't find them cheap enough to be able to get them in the quantity that I would need, and to be able to sell them at a good price for you, is the old style cabinet keys. These work on really old wardrobes and stuff like that. I've got 2 other ones which I ordered for my nephew, but it turns out they found the one for his cabinet. That's the only one that I don't sell. But all these other master keys that I carry literally every single day on me. I sell on the website, and they come in handy. They really do because I've used them a few times. L277 key or the L722 key. Safes. It works on a fire safe brand safe, like the little briefcase style ones. It's amazing. They're master keyed. That will open it. You know, the electronic cabinets and scooters and stuff like that. The CL001 or 2, I think it is. 003 CFA locks. They're easy to pick. Bloody off they are, but that's the key. The ones that fire extinguishers are kept in and hoses and all that have little wafer locks. That's kept in it. That's what locks it. Toolboxes, filing cabinets, a lot of things. Some car glove boxes. The LF8 master key that I sell. 95% of filing cabinets in Australia are master wafered to this key. Toolbox locks and stuff like that come from overseas. That is one of them. Cat 74, paper towel dispensers in like my work, the hospitals, a lot of aged care hospitals, even the Melbourne Museum paper towel dispensers use this key. So, you know, listening but at store. So that comes in handy. The ever so popular CH751 key, very easy, very handy to have. Shit, I've had a mental blank now. One of the other master keys, I've got that many at the moment. I've lost count. And the newest one, which that and the CH751 key, these two here are extremely popular master keys. A lot of things will key like. These two will open a hell of a lot of bloody locks for you. That's the C15A, I think it is, and the CH751. Can't remember what the other one was. Fuck, what was it? Mental blank. That was it, 501CH. That's the one I was thinking of, 501CH. Again, very, very handy to have. You'd think I'd cut bloody keys, I remember it, I just had a freaking mental blank. Duh. Yeah, very, very handy to have, and I would recommend, not just because I sell them. I do have some other master keys. I will admit, I love master keys, and I'm going to collect as many as I can. So if you know any of master keys and stuff like that, not ones for restricted profiles, but if you know some master keys, please let me know. I'm not going to get ones like the American elevator keys and stuff because, fuck, I'm in Australia, I don't need them. If I ever went to America, on the other hand, different story. But I made a rule, because I've got a key that's for V-Line, master key for V-Line. But I will not sell it because I will only sell keys that... Which one is the filing cabinet key? The LF8 key. Also works on toolboxes. 95% of filing cabinets will open with this LF8 key. I have a toolbox lock here. So this wafer lock is off of one of my old toolboxes. I never had a key for it. So I ended up taking the lock out because I just wanted the lock anyway. I locked the shed, so why wouldn't I lock the toolbox? And I actually cut or hand filed a key. Make sure it's unlocked. Hand filed a key to match it. So you can see the bitting on that is completely different to the bitting on that. But this is master wafer, so you can kind of see there's a little chunk cut out for the wafers on one side. That's for this key here. So it's an LF key. So a lot of LF locks. So this is the LF6R key. Will be master key to this. So literally, if you saw, have the original, works nice and smooth. Take the master key for it. This one's very handy for janitors and stuff. And again, nice and smooth. She works. So the master key, very handy for janitors. That key itself. So, as I was saying, all the master keys that I actually sell on the website, you can buy anywhere. I will only sell master keys that you can buy anywhere. I do have another one which is public transport locks. I was going to put it up on the website. Where are we? I think I've got it. Public Transport Corporation padlock D4 master key, which is this one here. It works here in Victoria. I was going to put that up on the website, the 4D, but who's going to use it? I don't think I've ever heard of any locks at a public transport department. So, I was going to put it up on there, but that key, one of the sellers on eBay, I actually copied that key from a photo, mind you. I decoded it and everything and cut it the code from a photo. Wanted like $24 for it. I actually did a video where I actually cut that key, I believe it is, in a video. Yeah, I was going to put it up, but it's only for Victoria. Not that big of a deal. So I looked at the other keys on eBay. So sellers on eBay that sell, and other businesses I look that sell master keys like those. And if they sell them, then I will. But if I have a master key that you cannot buy off of any other business, such as the master key for V-lines, I'm not going to put it up on the website. I'm not going to sell it. There has to be a line to fucking draw in the sand, and that is one I will, because it's not a key that should be out in public hands, and stuff like that. So the other thing is, a lot of those sellers that I've looked at on other websites and on eBay charge way more than what I do for the keys. So that LF8 key, there's a seller on eBay that wants $26 for that one key. And I'm like, you freaking kidding me? $26 for one key? That is just bullshit. No offense, but for a little simple key like that, $26 is fucking ridiculous. So I charge for the cost of the keys and the cutting and stuff like that. It works out to be, I charge $19 for that key. I set it at a price that covers the cost and stuff. It's cheaper than any of the other sellers that sell that key. But at the same time, it's at a price that kids that want to get up to mischief, that shouldn't have a key like that, they wouldn't spend that much on it, kind of thing. So I'll make sure my prices are lower than any seller on eBay that sells them here in Australia and stuff like that. So always looking out for the customers, and I don't believe in freaking overcharging and ripping people off at all. So yes, master keys, they are to me a bloody win. My follower sets that I sell, they're $30. 11 hours of printing in one of those sets. And because of the silk PLA is more expensive than standard PLA. I have to print it at a higher temperature. I have to print it at a slower rate, and just to make sure it all comes out nice and silky bloody smooth. If you rush them, they do not come out beautifully. And followers, as you know, they've got to be nice to be able to slide in and out the locks smoothly. So yeah, that's why they're $30. Geez, I'm gonna have to buy some more of this. I actually got this on special. Well, I'm a Dan Murphy's member, so I got club discount. So $100 and something a bottle, and I got it. I think I paid like $98 for it. So beautiful job. If you want to bribe me in a competition, this is how. Single malt Scotch. I like the Smokies and the Peaties. I will not drink blendeds, although I do have a $300 bottle of Scotch sitting right up there, but that's Johnny Walker Blue Label. So yeah, but let me know, those of you that are actually sticking around and watching at the moment, in the comments, what do you think of Master Keys? Are they something that you're interested in? Like bumping. I sell the Aussie 5 bump key set, which is the LW4, LW5, LW4R, TE2, and the YA4E. So 5 keys, most common keyways here in Australia you come across. Bump key set. And I actually just added a brand new bump key as well. Not a fan of smoky. I like the smoky scotches. Smokehead, their Rum Rebel is quite nice. Shit, I thought so. I fucked that one, I'll just cut through it. And broke the lip on it. So their Rum Rebel was actually quite nice, but their extreme one they make, absolutely gorgeous scotch. It's salty, it's smoky, not really smoky. It's got nice salty, like sea salt, seawater kind of flavour to it. It's just gorgeous, smooth, lovely, butterscotch and caramel and all these lovely notes to it. I got to get myself a bottle. I had a little taste test the bottle set that I got for Father's Day. But like Lagavulin, those kind of smokies, love it. I've got the 16-year-old, thanks to Lockpick and Lawyer. Got me wanting to try it, so I've got the last bottle that was available. Can't get it anymore here. I've got the 8-year-old. I want to try the 11-year-old, which I keep seeing come up on Facebook with the Whiskey Club. But the extra peaty, I drank a whole bottle of... Fuck's sake. There's another one. Maybe it's just the silk PLA doesn't like to be printed in this way. Because it's only the silk I've ever had trouble with in these. Yeah, I drank a bottle of Singleton in a week. That's a nice little... It's not smoky or anything like that, but it's a nice, simple beginner's scotch. Right, let's see if I can clean this up without cutting through it. That one seems alright. But yeah, I mean, I was talking to a few guys on the Australian Discord server, which I just joined, and was talking about how I'm trying to turn my hobby into a business. With the lock picking and um, maybe one day locksmith, but the products, I really enjoy making products for people. And stuff like that, like this 3D printed stuff. I enjoy doing this. They say if you enjoy what you do, you never work a day in your life. But someone also said, never ruin a hobby by turn it into a job. Must be these silk PLAs, because that one just fucking broke as well. I had the same thing with the red copper silk. It just doesn't like to stick on that last little bit, the little lip. All the other colours are fine. I have no problems with the other ones. It could also be that I'm printing these at 200 when for silk I should be printing at 215 degrees. That could be why they're not sticking properly. Shit. I didn't fucking think of that. I'm going to have to cancel this print because they're not going to bloody stick. And I don't really want to go wasting more. Fuck it, I'll turn it around. We'll change this around and get it all fixed up. Let's cancel this. Crap. I should have remembered that. Should have thought of that. Purple, silver, I've got some sparklies. I need black. Why didn't I think of that? Jesus Christ almighty. Let's fix this up and yeah, I forgot this needs to be done at like bloody 200 odd. 215, not 200, so that'll be why they're actually failing in the print. I should have fucking remembered that. Oh shit, now I've got bloody filaments stuck. Oh, for crying out loud. Come on. the lid is bloody stuck. I've got the drawer full of it. There we go. I'm literally running out of freaking room to store filaments. I need like a whole bloody shelving unit just full of bloody space for filaments. Right, let's do some blush. Wait, is this the ABS or is this... No, that's ABS. Normal black, we're going to have to order some more of this. Gone through over half a roll of black. Get in the hole. Stable steppers. Push them through. There we go. Alright, let's go home it. Over the purple, that's the gold. Right, print some more. Jesus Christ, why did I think of that? I should have bloody thunk of that. Well, all in the same spot. No wonder these aren't. That one feels alright actually. That one feels alright. Might have 3. I'm pushing on them. Okay, so 3 feel alright. Hey, Dons! Trader. I was actually just saying earlier, I was talking to you last night for like 2 hours on the phone. Yes, I got a haircut when we went out of lockdown. It's actually all spiked up at the moment. And that, so... We were just debunking, well, working out I had a problem with my... I'm doing those trays for lock camp. And I was just doing the gold bucket. The gold ones, and 3 of them failed when I was cleaning them up, and it's because I just realised, and I should have thunk it earlier, they were snapping. And I had the same thing with, we're still in lockdown actually. I think we might be out of lockdown. I'm not sure. I know we had an earthquake. Like with these, I had the same failure with these ones. The lip on them was brittle and actually snapped off when cleaning them, like these. So they're actually really brittle for some reason. And I just realised when I run the silk PLA, I meant to run it at 215 degrees compared to the other ones where the normal filaments, normal PLA, the other ones I run at 200. So running this at 200, it doesn't actually stick together properly because this is PLA plus with the silk. It's not a poor design. I didn't adjust the temperatures and have two different files, so I'm trying to print them all with the same bloody thing. So now I'm just doing black ones. So I'm going to have to stick to the normal colours instead of doing the silk ones until I create another profile for just the silk mini trays. So yes, that is a pain in the ass because that literally goes 5 hours of fucking printing for them. So it set me back a little bit. So now I get to do some other work. These things we learn on the way. Let me clean some of this shit up because I've got literally fucking. I got a vacuum the floor in here anyway. I've got plastic filament shavings everywhere. You want fancy silk stuff? I've got fancy silk stuff. Very fancy. Like my scotch. And yeah, next time you're down here, Dons. Next time you're down here, since we were chatting last night, I said I was watching that Mad Max Fury Road. It's not as good as the original Mad Maxes. G'day, Raz. Nowhere near as good as the original Mad Maxes. But yeah, next time you're down here, I'll take you out to Clunes where it was all filmed. Well, most of it was filmed. Some of it, a little bit of it was filmed. Only because that way then I can sneak out to the lolly shop that's out there. Which I found out tonight is still there, so I'm happy about that. But yes. So silk ones are a no-go. I keep going with the matte colours for them for the lock camp in the US. So yeah, 40 more to go. Yeah, I think it's 40 more, something like that. How you going, Raz? I'll keep these separate. Let me get in here. I'm running out the room. I need not that. That can go in there. I need the laptop. Not the vacuum, the laptop. There you go, Walker. Yeah, I'll take you out to the filming site. The main street where the guy gets dragged on the motorbike, and the motorbike gang all pull up in the first Mad Max movie. There's the main street at Clunes, which is literally like half hour, 20 minute, or 20 minute, 15 minute drive out of town. So, yeah, and the railway station scene was actually filmed out there as well. So, I'll take you out to them. I've actually had some famous films filmed out this way as well, around this area, which is kind of cool. So, I was actually meant to be in a beer ad a while back now, back when I was in high school. But because I was in high school and I didn't have my tax file number, I carry it around on me, I couldn't get into the ad because you're going to get paid like $50 to be an extra in this ad thing. So that was the downside. Oh, and speaking of downsides, I think it was last night we were talking about the... Don and I were chatting about the V7s. And one of the key blanks that would fit in there with a little bit of modifications. So I can impression it, hopefully. Seven pinner, I need. It's LW4R. No. On the LW, I saw someone last night. It says like an LW5. Maybe with a little bit of filing down on that back section just there. You know what? Let's fucking burn one. LW5R. Yeah, I don't have the LW5R, and the LW4 won't fit. But the LW5 does, and it may fit with a little bit of PO box key. LW21Rs. That's what they are. Fuck! Wrong slot. LW5. Ugh. I got a lot of keys. LW21R. Fuck, that's a long key. Nope. Definitely not one of them. Fuck it, I'm gonna burn the LW5. I'm just gonna burn the key blank. I don't care if I fuck it up. Let's have a look and see with a little bit of filing just on that bottom section of the blade. What profile V7? WXR. Fuck, I just put the wrong password in. That's better. I can test out my new toy. I've got two V7s. I have the padlock and I also have a cabinet lock. UV keyway, XUV, which may actually run runs the reverse profile. So the UV runs the reverse profile. But that one so the UV T31X UV Lockwood V7 cabinet lock runs the reverse profile, whereas this one, the padlock that I've just picked in a recent video that Don's gave me, is a WXR keyway, which the LW5 would fit in with a little bit of modifications. So let's have a fucking look. Why not? Laptop can wait. Do that work in a second. Let's go down and have a look. Why not? I don't like that. And yeah, I'll get to test that new toy. So it's something where I can just go on that key blank right on the edge. Let's file him down with, let's try this one. Here's a pick. One cool thing about this new toy, I've got one sitting right fucking there. Kind of hanging up right here. Just off side camera, right here. I have one, a Dremel, but let's see. I bought this one because it was cheaper to buy this with all these, which I need, than buying just these on their fucking own. And why not have a battery powered one to, take the markets and stuff like that if I need to slightly modify keys on the way. Don's is always in bed sleeping. He gets a bit creepy when he's in bed sleeping and he's on the phone to you. He starts heavy breathing and... Could be just he's getting old. Sleeping collectibles. G'day, mate. We're experimenting at the moment. It's alive! Is that bottom section? Stroke it. If you stroke it gets bigger. No, not really. So yeah, I can do this since Blazer's on fucking night shift on me. A little bit more. Turn the speed up. The dimple key cutter is good for shoving keys. Ah, yeah. Yeah, but where's the fun doing it the easy way? About to ask where she was. Yeah, Blazers are doing night shift tonight, and then she's working afternoon shift with me tomorrow. Might need to knock that down a bit. Let's... Alcohol and power tools. Good fucking mix. I lost my fucking alcohol. Do I want to do that? Not like I've got any more to replace it. Alright, a little bit more. Got to shave them off. Right, still not enough off the fucking top. Let's try again. No, that's not work one. That's why I told Jason to buy one of the SE Lock and Key. Right up. Class is in session, not really. But I told him to buy one of those to put a big deburring brush on because it worked really fucking well. I have to admit. Probably it's not probably flat enough, but right, that should fit in. Now I've just got to focus on getting. See. Hey, blind picker. Not quite. MLV blanks. Actually, I might have to look into that. I might beat fucking Dons to it and buy some. Yeah, that should fit now, so why the fuck aren't you? Right, let's trim this bit down a little bit. This reminds me of working, fuck, $20 each. Jeez. Tell him he's fucking dreaming. Any Aussie actually should get a reference to that. Tell him he's dreaming. Put in the comments below if you actually know what movie that's from. Just like it's going right in the mantle. Yeah, I don't have a machine that can cut them, but I could, if I was any good at it. I haven't actually practiced it that much. Here's an ideas, man. Yes, here's an ideas, man. Yeah, I'd actually probably, that's it. Actually, I've never actually sat and watched the whole movie. I've seen bits and pieces of it. Yeah, I haven't actually done much on key impressioning. I actually just bought a key impressioning file. No, I haven't really done much with key impressioning yet. What do you know about lead? 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 No, about what now? Get the fuck in there. Why aren't you fitting? You should fit. Shit. Right, let's see what's actually scraping. I'm going to use permanent texture. I'm just going to see if they'll tell me what part's actually scraping. Well, got him halfway in. Alright, I think I know what that is. Don't get it stuck. I hear Blood's a pretty good look. He's a smart cunt. Right, now this is going to be really fucking interesting because I have never done one of these before. And I don't know if this will actually work. I do have spare plugs. I could probably drill them out and yeah, do all that shit, but James Bond. Actually, no, it's James Gillette, not fucking Bond. Oh no, I just gave my real name away. Yeah, because no one already fucking knew who I was to begin with. I don't give a fuck if people know who I am. It's not like Weirdo's going to be coming round for dinner. Except for Don's. And Daryl, who helped design my website. Turns out I'm actually a nice cunt. People come round, I cook them fucking dinner. I need my break into anything kit because I believe that is where my impressioning shit is. Ugh. Which has had an upgrade. Quite a bit of a fucking upgrade. That's got to go back in here. No, it's my Lishy key cutter. There it is. Good dinner to get sick afterwards. Of course you fucking didn't. As if you get sick from being cooked for by a fucking chef. Ex-chef. Qualified but no longer working as. I think that counts. Now I gotta find me vice grips. Since I don't have a proper impressioning grip, because I still got to talk to Rubber Vans about getting one of them. He said he's going to send me one, but I haven't heard any more yet. Takes care of pesky memories. That's what I'm after. Like that. It's not the size of the hammer, it's the nail you're throwing it at. Stop. It's the Irish key. It's good for getting into cars. What else am I carrying in here? Best investment I've bought so far. There's only cheap ones. But great for circlips. Circuit pliers. Also other pliers, screwdriver, mini spirit level. Just a handy little toolkit to have. That I got from Audi. Which I got to put my electrician's screwdrivers in. It'd be so much better once I get a van, or I'm actually hoping to save up and get a food trailer that I can put the key machines in. I think Dr. Locke did a video a while back now. The guy who does the markets like I do, the key cutting and everything, but has a fucking food van all set up to cut keys and program car keys and do all the shit that I do. I'm just a pov prick that can't afford it at the moment because I'm too busy buying 3D printers to make products for everyone. But it's not sharp, so I've got a fucking thing on it. Impressioning file that I bought to play around with and haven't really played around with. So I've got a key blank that fits. I'm going to have to see if we can actually impression a lock, because I've never fucking done it. Oh, and I've got to feed the fishies. The fishies! So this could be really fucking interesting. A fail on camera. That'll be interesting, wouldn't it? Let's shiny it up. Actually, don't know if it's going to be long enough. You can kind of just see the pins. Just. You may be fucking lucky. I have more fun decoding from photos and cutting. Which I've shown you how to cut the code with the Lishi key cutter. See how I got that railway lock, well, public transport. It's also how I got the Vic Roads lock or key. From a mate of mine up north. I'm also going to need to look super fucking cool. Hey again, GK man. You ain't missed out on much really. Worked out why my gold silk ones weren't actually printing properly while they were failing. Printer's not set up to run the temperature for those trays, so I'm just running it the normal ones. And then Don's appeared, so we decided to see if we could actually modify a key to fit my V7 padlock that Don's gave me when he was down here. And got it to fit. Now I'm going to see if I can actually do my first ever impressioning and impression a key, which I've got the stuff to do it, I've just never fucking done it. I've cast keys, I've cut them from photos, decoded them from photos, I've done all that stuff. But I've never actually I've seen videos on it. Some people make it look really fucking easy. How you going, Chris? I did see you on there. I don't know if I said hi or not. Might be alright. We'll see how we fucking go. What's the worst that could happen? Now it's time to look sexy. First, more scotch. I think it might be a side effect to the COVID injection, but I can literally drink scotch like no tomorrow and not get fucking pissed or anything. Literally go through like half a bottle, nothing. Not even the slightest buzz of it. It's fucking annoying. I don't know why everyone's freaking out about microchips and the fucking COVID injections, because, you know, they outsmarted you there where they actually put it into the horse dewormer. So those of you that are fucking taking down horse dewormer, you get the microchips, not in the COVID injection. And I've had it. It's not fucking magnetic. For one, brass doesn't stick to magnets. In here is the Sparrow's magneto. If you don't believe me, Sparrow's magneto. Brass is not fucking magnetic. Proof, not fucking magnetic. That lady I remember I saw, yeah, I saw her and I think it was she's in court or something. She goes, look, key sticks to me. I'm like, it's called fucking sweat, not magnetic, because it's brass. Even the guy sitting behind us, I fucking. Hey, what's going on, brother? So yeah, that dumb bitch sitting in court, and she's like, I got the fucking key, and it sticks to me. Yeah, fucking retard. It is brass. Brass does not stick to magnets. Jeez, go from a live stream, just a random catch up during the week, after work since Blaze is on night shift. Leave me all alone. To while I'm working doing some 3D printing for lock camp. Yeah, I'm still going. It's like 4 days worth. I've got like another just under 40 trays to do. To talking to Don's, to now modifying an LW5 blank to fit a V7 padlock, which I picked recently, and going to try my very first ever impressioning, see how that fucking goes. For those of you that are actually here at the beginning, I was talking about, you know, how awesome it was to help a fellow locks builder pick his very first American 1100. Josh James, who's just joined in on it, is the guy I helped out. But yeah, bullet camps, we had an earthquake here this morning. I slept through it because I didn't go to bed until like 4 a.m. Fuck, I've got a big head. That should work. Do I look normal? Fuck this shit. So yeah, there's actually quite a bit. She was a nutter. She was yeah, she was a nutter. Even the guy sitting behind her. Yes, you did. Working on the Master Lotto now. I've got a couple up there that I've picked. I actually got given some. Some of them were some fucking crazy bidding. I actually got a couple for giveaways sitting in the bottom drawer still. Come on. There we go. Alright. It should be shiny enough, I'm hoping. First ever impressioning. Let's watch me fuck it up. Don't need this at the moment. So, little turn and back and forwards. So yeah, COVID injection doesn't make you fucking magnetic. And yeah, there's no implants in the fucking COVID injections, no microchips that I know of. They're all in the horse dewormer. Why are you creaking? One, two. Oh fuck! I think I put lube in this when I picked it. One, two, three, 4, 5. One there. One there. Oh shit. One there. I think that's one there. One there. There. I think I found all 7. One there, oh shit. Yeah. Just buy that $600. Don't fucking tempt me. A lot of people are bad. Buy this, I fucking do. Probably doesn't help impressioning whilst drinking scotch. But how mine goes. Well, this is the first log I'm actually impressioned. So we'll see how it actually goes. And I probably should be doing it with... I had to contact Rubber Banded and ask about getting a proper impressioning file. Not file. Fuck me. I just bought one. Grip. Rather than using these big ass fucking things. So, there's more of those mini trays for lock camp. So yeah, 4 days printing non-stop up until 4 a.m. last night, this morning doing it all, and now yeah, printing some more, some black. Since the silk PLA, I've got to change the format to print at a higher temperature. Fucking easy to bump and open a locked in impressioning. Don't have bump keys for V7, so if I mess it up this time, yeah. Joking around with someone, I said that the other day. Thought it was fucking blaze hair. It's actually gold silk filament string. We were talking about marriage and that, and I said, like, ex-wife and I were together for 17 years, married for 6. Hopefully divorced soon. And we we were joking around. The guy's like, "Oh, this is how long my first marriage was. My second one's like 30 odd years." And I'm like, "Yeah." So the first marriage, you learn what you don't want. I know I need to get 6 more printers to match up to Bobby. I was talking to him the other night. Small digital microscope for your phone. Yeah, I've thought about that, but it's really hard to fucking see. I think my fucking measurements are off. I'm not going to use my fucking pan advice because I don't want to break it. I should have my really old vice. Jeez, it took me literally like a couple of seconds to pick this bloody thing, let alone trying to impression it. Need something to grip it. At least we know we can actually modify the key to fit. It's just the impressioning part that's... not as dirty as it looks. Yeah, I was fucking off with my measurements, I knew it. I could see that from fucking here without being bug-eyed. Right, fucking there. Why do people make this shit look fucking easy? What I don't get. Now I'm getting brass all over my fucking work pants. Oh well. Jeez, what I'll get up to when I'm left at home alone. This isn't good. So someone actually asked me, when someone found out how many hobbies I actually have and what I get up to and how much stuff I do, as I said, you know, like running the YouTube channel, Australia's largest log sport channel, you know, doing the key cutting, RFID, programming, picking locks and 3D printing, archery, knives. I actually got a stab mark on my arm from Blaze the other night. We were training with the training cramblets and she decided to stab me in the arm. Come up, she goes whack into my arm with it. The guitar, ukulele, drums, bass, bagpipes, motorbikes, literally everything that I'm interested in I do. Well, do you have ADHD? I'm like, no. Autistic, yes. ADHD, no. I just can't sit still. I have to be doing something. Something's interesting anyway. Which I actually just got asked tonight if I could take the guitar in on Wednesday, next Wednesday, and play for the residents, just do a random thing. I don't... fuck. I don't play it that often anymore. Yeah, I can't see any way that might be one. I forgot, I should actually be cutting this on a fucking angle. And just very lightly go over this. Just to shiny that up a little bit more. I've seen those microscopes, the key impressioning ones. I think TAC 5, I think it is. Does that one does one? Although it'd probably be better if I wasn't, well, not that I've actually drunk that much. But yeah, there's no one there. I was off for my measurements in the first one. I was reading black marks as marks from pins, but it wasn't. It was actually grease. So yeah, now I have to practice some songs for the oldies at work. I don't actually play guitar as much as I used to. Because I've got a way better hobby to do now. Drinking. But the online courses, I'm hoping to get some of those videos done. It's just I've been fucking crazy with work. I want to get the online courses done and stuff, the key casting and basic picking, and $20. Email me a link if you can, bulletproof, or if you know me on Facebook or whatever, Instagram, whatever it may be, send me a link that's not on here. I'll check it out and buy one. Fuck it, why not? Yeah, this grip's not fucking working properly. It's marking up me, well, it's got rid of me fucking doubt stamp in the keys. My branding on the keys. It's not actually gripping them right. I suppose that's what happens when you're not using the correct equipment. I really need to get a proper impressioning handle. Because this is literally every time I try and move it backwards and forwards. Not so when you impression, you don't go that way and twist it. Twist it enough pressure that you would normally turn a key, and then rock it backwards and forwards, like up and down. But every time I do, like literally, Dana, stop messaging me. I told you I'm on a live stream. Sorry, Blaze. Literally every time I do the vice grips are sliding on the fucking key. It's not actually gripping it properly, and it's as tight as I can get it. 1 second, I'm going to quickly scroll down and see if I can... Actually, no, I'll probably get out. Send it to your messenger. No problems, mate. Oh, shit, I've got so many notifications. Welcome. Oh, yeah. What's this? Sorry. New video from Pig Pals. Fantastic EDC. Okay, yep. Yes, Dana. I wonder if I click on that, will it get me out of the live stream? Maybe not. I'll have a look. Right, sorry, I'm back. Shit. It actually got me out of this for some stupid reason. Hi from Switzerland. Oh, great from Switzerland. Come on. Yeah, sorry. Blaze is asking if I've fucking eaten yet, and I haven't yet. Not feeling hungry. Yeah, sorry I froze up. I was checking a Snapchat from Blaze. I'll message you when I'm finished. So I do like this actual... I do like this because it has a light, so you can really check and see what's going on. I was fucking off with my measurements. Shit. Jeez, that's loud. Who's messaging me now? Ah, that's alright. So yeah, I'm definitely going to have to buy a new impressioning group. I know Locksmith's Toolbox have got some, but they're a bit not overpriced, but I don't impression enough to justify spending that much on one. But if I was to review it, I might actually send him a message and just say to him. Could also be because this isn't actually the correct key for it, so I might not be sitting in the right spot to actually be able to impression all the keys, all the pins. More than likely actually thinking about it because, I mean, it's a V7, they all, it's like a motorbike V engine, they all come in that fucking way, don't they? And sit on a slight angle, so, I mean, the cuts have to be on an angle, but you're looking at a key that's meant to bow out like this at the top instead of being fucking straight like this. So that might be why it's not impressioning properly. I've told her. I'm not angry. I've just told her I'm doing a live stream. See a mark there. Where was it? Right there. I don't even know exact what angle these are meant to go at. Geez, do I look bug-eyed or what? Yeah, I do look bug-eyed, I just realised. Let's go around to the... Yeah, I mean, Paul Springer probably has impressions of V7. I'm surprised I haven't had a text message from him recently. Like, it wouldn't surprise me, but he's a locksmith, so he'll have the actual C mark there. The correct keys. For it, and he would know the exact angles and yeah. Blaze will have to wait. Although I might have to keep going with this off camera for a bit and see how I go. Because she's probably going to yell at me if I don't eat. There goes it. Look, that's what I mean. Look at that. It's just fucking... That's not even... That's actually just the vice grips. They're not gripping the keys. And it's not leaving marks properly because the vice grips are just fucking moving. And that's tight. But I mean, it's literally just gouging into the key. Probably can't see. It's gouging into the key on both sides and slipping. So this may have to wait until I get a better set of fucking grips, because that's just not working. And that's as tight as I can fucking get it on the key. So this will be a work in progress. You wanted to see key casting, see if the box... Have you tested the key casting box yet? Alright. That can stay in there because that'll be a continuous project. Let's have a quick bit of fun while we can, because I really don't care. Get in there. Something I like about that headband, it has a nice selection of magnification lenses. I'll review it. You can get it on eBay. Alright, let's have a look at the key casting box. So, as you know, I love key casting. Great method of entry for stealing keys, other than decoding from photos, which is another method, you know, I love doing. And, yeah, one of the ladies at work, I keep telling her, one of the ladies I work with, she keeps leaving her bloody keys sitting on the bench at work, just spread out. So I'm really tempted to actually take a photo of her keys and then cut one from the bloody photo and then hand it to her and say, here you go, here's the key to your house or whatever. I keep telling you not to bloody... Sorry, I'm knocking my tripod everywhere. I keep telling you not to leave your bloody keys laying around. She may listen. This is what I needed. I turned my portable lockpicking studio. For those of you that remember that. I need that. My portable lockpicking studio. I turned this into my repinning kit. We've got Lock Noob, he wanted to send me some stickers. Boston Bill sent me some stickers. Lock Force, Sparrows, lockpicking. Actually, lockpicking skill I haven't heard from her in a while. And in here, repinning kits, spare keys and circlips. What's this? Repinning set for Sparrows. cork can. No, not really. Here's my little doubt holder. Doing drugs? No, not really. Not fucking stupid. Penny tray. First penny tray that was ever sent to me by Funky Monkey. An awesome Aussie guy. Yep, that should work. Where's my little Duvalak here? It's polymer clay. Screwdrivers. My original key casting box that I actually made from wood. For those of you that remember it, my original key casting box. It worked. I've actually got it preset, ready to go. But now I can actually 3D print the fucking things. We'll see how it goes. I got lock lubricant there. I've got lock lubricant over there. 2 bottles or cans of it. I've got lock lubricant in my portable, in my breaking anything kit. I've got it everywhere. That is my wood metal. So let's put this down here. Again, I need a bigger fucking office. I actually have my one right here. So I have my own personal one, which I kind of tried to laser engrave the logo into. And you can kind of just make it out, but not quite. So, key casting boxes that I print and sell. You got your holder, which makes life a lot fucking easier because I used to use on the wooden one a little alligator clip and kind of sit it on there, hold it up like that. It works, but yeah, easy as you can go like that, and it's fucking done. So you get your little holder, 2 halves of a clam. Now, probably wondering what the hell that is for. So in my original wood box, I'm going to buy one. Alright, so in my original wood box, the flue to let air out when you pour the hot metal in, I used to use this to make the flue in the mould. Whereas the key casting box that I actually print has one built in, so there's a little, I don't know if you can actually see it, there's a little channel actually right through the side here, so it has a little box or air flue, so you just got to put a line to it, and of course, you know, it lines up perfectly each time. So that, I need this, I need some polymer clay, lovely rainbow colours, why not? I need a follower to roll it out on, so I'm just going to use this plastic one to smooth it out, and we're going to need a key that I can test. So, let me shinks. Let me find one. This one should work. I just grabbed it at fucking random. It is a arrow key. Here's a lock. She works. And this is actually one that Jason sent me. I remember this parcel. I'm pretty sure it was this parcel of locks. I think it was. When I fell over and broke my hand and pissed myself fucking laughing, I broke my hand and then blacked out and woke up and was in a cast for 8 weeks. That should fit. Yeah. He sent me a heap of locks while my hand was in a cast and I had to try and unwrap them one-handed. And of course, it's my left hand that I've broken. I'm left-handed. So, right, let's get these prepared. I'm going to take a little bit of lube, not sex lube, for those dirty perverts. Put a little bit in there. I use a little bit of lube on here, I will admit, just so that it makes it a little bit easier to remove the clay afterwards. But I mean, this shit you can prepare beforehand. You know, us chefs, when I worked as a chef, we never, where's the bypass tools? You mean the Slim Jim bracelets that I make and sell? That's the one that's available at the moment on the website. Nice stylish bracelet. Stay. You can wear like that. Ooh, isn't it sexy? But when you need it, slip it off, bend it out straight, use the Slim Jim, slip the latch, bend it, put it back on your wrist. They're available. So yeah, I like to just put a little bit of lube. It helps. Let's grab some polymer clay. We'll go purple and yellow. We'll see. I might need more than this. These are the only ones that were fucking available when I was after it. I think you've all seen me. I actually got a cast for the key. Here, that's for the Yuma 750, the unpickable padlock. Actually, I should melt that down because I don't fucking need it anymore. And that may or may not be in the locks that I was talking to the lockpicking lawyer about. I mean, who the fuck would say that? Alright. It should be enough, we'll see. So, important thing is, like with sex, you got to warm it up. Where's the bypass tools? Have you tested the key hustling box? I think I'll swing it. Yeah, I'm just catching up the comments quickly. No problems. Alright. So, polymer clay, you want to warm it up to make sure that it shears all nice and warm so that you can actually manipulate it. My old key casting box that I made from Hammer the Wood, it took a lot of fucking clay. And I mean a lot. To get it to work. I'm thinking about doing a key casting course on the website where you pay a certain amount to do the course, and included, once you pay for it, sends me a notification kind of thing, and I send you a key casting box so that you can actually, do it. But now what I'm going to do is literally try and, as much as I can with my hand, is mould. That's what I mean, the lube is just slides. Try and mould the clay into the box. Now, as I said, like, a follower will come in handy in a second. I'll show you why. Like the old Italian nonnas, whatever you want to call them. Use a rolling pin. We use a follower to make her nice and sexy and smooth. Now, this is literally the hardest fucking part. And takes the most work. Is preparing your bloody moulds. So, like with the one you saw, the wooden box. Is it special clay? Is it a special clay? It's called polymer clay, so it actually hardens when you heat it. Like this here. So this is actually made from it. There's leftovers I had. When I heat this up with the metal, I wanted something that was heat proof that I could actually sit this on. So when you use this clay and you pour the hot metal in, it actually kind of hardens a little bit. You probably get, maybe if you really mix it up with other clays, you probably get like 2 casts out of it. Usually it's 1 cast per clay. It's cheap, you can just fucking replace it. But once you heat it and bake it in the oven, it becomes rock hard. So, yeah. But this is literally the bit that takes the most fucking time. Is making sure that she is prepped So as I was saying, like the wooden one I've got in my repinning kit for this reason, literally just have it prepped. Baby powder, not cocaine, it's actually baby powder. Bit of grease-proof paper in between the two. Then it's ready to go. Keep it in your pocket. If you need to copy your key, fucking bang. I actually did this to my sister, and I actually showed you the. I actually did a video on it. So at Christmas time, we're all at my brother's house and we're chatting and having fun. And I took my portable studio that is now my pinning kit out there. And I was showing the kids and teaching the kids how to pick some locks and do some bypasses and the adults out there. It was a good night. We're having fun and all that. And I said to my sister, I'm like, do you have a house key? She's like, yeah. I said, can I have a look at it? Stupid. Stupid. Hands it to me. I went, gave it back to her. Literally, only a couple of seconds. I said, thanks. A couple of seconds later, I pull out a cast key and I said, oh, thanks for your house key. And she goes, what the hell? I forgot about it. Sat it on the side. And then I found it and I'm like, oh, I remember that. So I put it in my key duplicating machine and cut a key from it. And sat the key on the side, forgot about it. Because I had the profile and everything like that. I knew it was an LW4 key. So, anyway, I forget about it. Move into the house here. Find the key when I was setting up the lab of the office. And I went, you know what? Screw it. So I rang my sister. And I'm on the phone to her and I'm talking to her and I'm driving up to her house. And I'm driving. And on the phone to her at the same time. On speaker mode. Pull up to out front of her house. I'm still on speaker, phone, talking to her. Walk up to the front door, put the cut key in the front door. I'm like, fingers crossed. I'm on the phone to her, put in. As I put it in, I turn it, and it fucking turned smooth as butter. I opened the door and I went, yeah, I know, right? She threw fucking everything up in the air. Scared the shit out of me. She goes, how the hell did you get in? I'm like, do you remember that key I had my hands on for 2 seconds at Christmas? She's like, yes. And yeah, I cut a key from it. And her partner comes out and goes, I don't know what I'll think about that. And I'm like, yeah, fuck this. I got a key house now. I said, I won't break in. I said, but if I do get into your house, I said, just be prepared to see all your furniture stuck to the ceiling. So I literally stole my sister's key by casting it and then cutting a real one. So casting is fun. It is a lot of fun. It is a good method of copying a key. But like the Yuma 750 unpickable lock that I cast the key to, they actually took 3 normal key casters blocks to make. It is a soft metal, so it can only be used a couple of times before it will actually bend and break. Like literally, I'm lightly push it on this, very lightly, and she's bent. So you know they aren't built to last, but it's a great method if someone's got a broken key or something like that. You can cast it and then cut it with the key cutting machine. So I've got my 2 halves of this key casting box that I sell. Done. Now comes the cocaine. Actually, I should look up. I think I'll remember how to play that. So I put little line. This is just baby powder, to be honest with you. All this allows is for the 2 halves of the cast to come apart. Now you can buy key casting sets. I mean, don't get me wrong, key casting sets are great, but you pay a lot for them. Go on eBay, find yourself some woods metal. You can get it for pretty fucking cheap, to be honest with you. Get your hands on some. Order one of these. Get some baby powder. The hardest thing you will find, the hardest bit, is this. This is actually designed for making bullets. Just a little lead melting ladle. You can get them pretty cheap. But anything that's small, you can use a teaspoon, cracked spoon, whatever you bloody want. I like to smooth my baby powder out a little bit. But it just allows the two halves of the mould to come apart and stops the key from sticking. Now we're going to, as I said, copy this arrow key so she fits in, works nice and smooth. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't a perfect method of copying, I have to admit. But trick is to put your key in, and you want it so it's about there. So these casts, they have a bit for the bow of your key. So you can actually set that in. It will actually, well, I've greased it up properly with baby powder. So you want it sitting in so that your grip is up the top here. You've actually got your key part down here. Very slightly, very lightly, little push. Just enough to stick that key on the mould. I'm not actually pushing it into the mould, just touching it. Take your other half, line him up on the top. So you have your two halves sitting like that. There's a little gap in between. Now, very carefully, push the two halves together. Try not to bounce it around too much and get this here and get this fucking there and all that other shit. You want to push on them. If you can, fucking stand on it. Hey, Joe. Yeah, it is Joe. If you can, stand on it. As much pressure as you fucking can. Alright. I probably went a little bit too much with the infill. It's coming out the end. Like that. But you want to make sure that she is sealed around the edges, nice and smooth. And you get a little bit excess out of here. I'll show you what to do with this. But this is why I sell these, because they work. Alright, so we go like that, and we're smushing it, and smushing it, and smushing it. Now this can be done in a second if you have it prepped completely perfect. Take a glass of your scotch, you deserve it. Now, tricky part, pulling the two halves together. Literally as quick as you can, and smoothly as you can, pull them apart like that. Have a look. Make sure we got nice even. Should be alright. Probably not the absolute best mould. With a key, probably a little bit deeper on one side than the other. But she should work. We'll see how she goes. Now, there's a very scientific method of removing the key out of this side. Because keys are very precise when they're cuts. So you don't want to disturb all the little cuts in the key as much as possible. So trying to wiggle it out and stuff, you may move one of the cuts a little bit higher, the key's not going to work smooth. Very scientific method of removing it. I like to hold my casting clamp upside down. You still got the tip of the key sticking out just here. You want to flick it. And we should have a nice cast of the key like that. We've got the two halves. Now, this excess, we're going to, I like to just take, you can actually see arrow written in there. I take my thumb, I give it a little push like that. Just little squeezy poo. On one side, do the same on the other side, little squeezy poo. Try not to go down onto the key, just the tip. Just here, little squeezy poo like that. So then when you put the two halves together, it should make a nice little funnel, like a pair of lips, you know, to actually pour the metal into. And you can bend it out just a little bit more if you want. Like that, make a nice little funnel to pour the hot metal down. Now, this side where we actually have that little flue that's coming off the side of our cast, you can take a broken pick or that, as I used to have in my old box, the little paper clip that's bent, and literally from the tip of the key, I'm just going to do a slight little divot, going to come around and line him into that little gap. That little channel just there. Remove any excess. So this part you can do afterwards, after you actually, make a cast of the key. Just that little gap here, that little air space, so that when you pull the hot metal down, there's a little flue, a little chimney for your air to escape. Like that. Then put the two halves together. Have a look, that should work quite nicely. Put them into our holder. Should work alright. We'll see how we go. And now, wood's metal is poisonous, don't get me wrong. Cooking teas tutorial. Yeah, chef cooking keys, isn't that cool? Sorry, ex-chef. I'm going to snap off a bit of this wood's metal because I've already done a video on casting this key. Might not be enough, we'll see how we go. Now, wood's metal is kind of poisonous if you heat it up too much. You don't want to breathe in the fumes. So, I recommend heating up your drug spoon, your ladle. I use a jet lighter. You can use a candle, gas stove, whatever you want. Yes, Dana, I'll respond soon. That will start to heat up. And I'm just going to start melting. Good thing about this shit, I've used this so many times. You can melt it down, you can heat it up, melt it down, heat it up, melt it down, heat it up. Starting to heat up. She becomes liquid at a very low temperature. You don't want to heat it up way too much, otherwise, as I said, you're going to breathe in toxic bloody fumes. Might need a little bit more actually. Throw him in there, we'll heat him up, melt him down as well. I actually make up little cubes. While that's hot, I'm going to pour him into the mould, being careful. Hopefully, now if this hasn't worked exactly right, we can always pull the mould out and redo it. Well, pull the metal out. I'll give it a little tap just to make sure he's going down. Now sometimes the mould doesn't, the liquid metal doesn't go all the way down for some reason. It's alright, as I said, you can quickly pull it out, flick it out, and redo it. Or I may have heated up too much. I actually melt the metal and pour it into a little ice cube tray, the mini ones, the silicone ones, and make little ingots. So one of these tiny little cubes is enough to cast one key. Let's see how we go. Want to make sure that's cool. Still a little bit warm, I can feel it slightly burning my finger. Again, it's a soft metal, so you don't want to go heating it up too much. And we've got a little bit of coming out, so it should have gone all the way down to the bottom. See that? Probably because I didn't cast or push I used too much clay and didn't push them enough. Let's snap this apart gently. So a little bit just here. I'll pull that off. Look at that. Boom. That can be melted down. So our half cast. Here's our other half. So she actually looks, except for a little air bubble right at the bottom just there, opposite side to where the flue was. She looks like a pretty good fucking cast, I have to admit. So I'm going to let that sit for another minute because it's still pretty warm. Pen testers, this is a great form of entry. There's a little bit of a clean up that needs to be done at the front, which is where (1 hour and 28 minutes) and we're at 6% on those trays. Where little clippers, 0 clippers, should cool down enough to be able to pull that out. So here is our cast key, and you can kind of see there's a little bit of flashing right on just on the tip along here. So these are the clippers I use for my 3D printer. Again, this is how I defeated the unpickable lock, but I wasn't picking its key casting. Go clean up. Oh shit. This key casting box, well, mould, might be a little bit thick. A little bit thick. A little bit of a wiggle to get into our lock. Right, so just shows again. The original key works nice and smooth. Our cast, which a little bit of flashing just there. This you can clean up with a file as well. A little bit of sandpaper. Little bulge right in the middle just there. Be very gentle, so there's a little bulge, it bulges a small bit. So take a bit of sandpaper. I kind of see it bulge just here. Just a little bit. Take our file. It's more than likely when I tried to cast this, I may have moved the key a little bit. Just that last little bit that doesn't want to quite go, which could mean that, yeah, I'm a little bit off. I'm just going to smooth out this end. So this has got like lead and cadmium, so you don't want to go breathing that in. Come on. Bugger off, AliExpress. Come on. So I can actually see where I made it bulge too much. which is my fault with the casting. This is where it kind of helps to transfer this onto a key cutting machine to actually cut one from it. It's actually cutting in just here on the bottom of the lock, on the warding. Gets to there, doesn't want to go any further, so it's cutting in just there. Which means I didn't have it closed enough. Which means I'm actually going to clean it out. Normally it isn't this hard to fucking cast the key. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It could be just a slight mishap with my calculations with the casting. I may not have pushed it together. As I said, I've used too much clay. I kind of see that by how much excess. This is where you have a cylinder of the same profile. Still catching just there. So I'm not touching the fitting, I'm actually just cleaning up a little bit of flashing that was stuck. In the bottom of the keyway. Just getting a little bit further in. All this dust, I can sweep it up, melt it all back down. You don't lose much. Just wash your hands after you use this shit, trust me. Wood's metal, you don't want that in the system. Almost there. So a little bit of flashing. Like all casting. Feel that. Feel that flashing. A little bit of flashing just on feel it. It's just Which am I off on? It's moving in and out smooth now. It's just that little bit of flashing. Now, I will admit, sometimes this works well, other times it doesn't. Need good eyesight, my best, yeah. What I can actually do though, yeah, she's just catching. All I'm doing is just checking to make sure when I knocked it out, I didn't actually go off too much. Good way to check this as well, those of you that are interested. Decoder card. So for example, we'll go down here. Go 3 for the first cut. Shit. Just to make sure, sometimes, you know, you can be just off by a hair. Yeah, 3 for the first cut. Second, 4. Could be this middle cut. I'm down to an 8. Could be a little bit lower. It's about an 8. Just under a 3, well, the 3. 3. 5. 5. According to that, it's right, but that's not the right, you know, key decoder for this. What I can actually do is actually cast this again. There may have been the cast I did. I'm thinking it's a cast I actually did. Because I used way too much metal. Pushed it out, so I'm going to put that right back in where it was. This right back in where it was. Make sure you just yeah, decoder cards work a lot better, trust me, to decode and then cut. But I'm thinking I may have, yeah, overdone it with the metal and just pushed it way out. So just put that out. She's actually sitting better now. That I don't need. Any extra bits of flashing and shit, I just put it all back into this case. There's a little bit to flake off and shit like that, so that I can literally just empty the case into something and then all those little bits and heat it up again. So melting back down. We'll have another go. Even Deviant said, Lockpicking Lawyers said, this isn't an exact way. Sometimes she works, sometimes she doesn't. But you can kind of get a rough estimate of exact depths. Way I like actually using key casting isn't so much using the cast key itself to open the lock. I like to cast the key, then decode it, and then cut a key. You can't get a photo of it. Now she seems to have actually casted better. Just blow on that. Cool it down a bit. One of the reasons I actually carry the Devious Decoder card, which my one is actually out by a fraction, but also why I carry a C4 decoder card, which actually works for C5 as well. Most common one we carry here in Australia. So I can actually quickly decode a key and then cut one to code. Casting's fun, don't get me fucking wrong, it is a lot of fun, a great method, but cutting the code is always, the best. My preferred method. 2:15, I'm going to have to wrap this video up soon. So, and yeah, head to bed, because I've been going for like 3 hours. Right. She's worked better. She's cast better. She cast a lot better. Actually, that's still pretty warm. Little divot in there. Oh, she's warm. Really, I should actually just redone the whole cast. I can see she's stabbing on that bottom side. Literally just the bottom. I'll clean all this off today. Must have been slightly off of my cast. That's why you don't use this. Heaps of times it just broke off in there. This shit never happens when I pre-record. But proof, well, you should never use the actual cast key. More than once. I should have a broken key extractor. Where is it? Alright, let's quickly redo this cast because I did use way too much. I know I did. This is my fuck up. Not the key casting box, it's mine. Human error. Alright, let's make this really quick. I've had the same problem with my wooden box. So it's not casting box, it's human error. My preparation is 99% of key casting. Yeah, I'm used to using a lot of clay with my wooden one. My homemade key casting box is made from wood and hand bloody routed out. I'm used to using a lot of clay. This doesn't need anywhere near as much. So that is my fault. So it is human error, as I said, which is very easily fixed. And as Deviant said, as Lockpick and Lawyer has said, as everyone who's done this has said, it's not the surefire way. But as I said, like my cuts when I decoded it were pretty much spot on. It must have been just a little bit off, just enough that it wouldn't actually work with the, cast key. But to decode it and then cut to code it was fucking spot on. I said you can normally get like 1 or 2 prints out of this. I wouldn't really recommend any more than that because I'll have to make sure it's right. Go again, smooth this, thin it down a little bit. It's best to add more than try and take away. Try and get it as flat as you can with your hands. Then use a roller. Keep it as flat as you can. And drop shit. Should be alright. Yeah, a little bit of cocaine. See you, mate. Yeah, I'm gonna have to head to bed soon. I'm just gonna make this one really quick to see. Because the first slot, I admit, it was human error, and that was my fault, and I will own that. Key in the box, little tap down, very slight, the other top, a little bit on top, push down as even as possible. Now I'm going to make sure she's flat. Break this in half. Right, I can see it's already pushing out a little bit down the bottom here. This is what I didn't do last time. I'm literally going to trace right around that edge. This is what I should have done. Trace right around that edge. Just to remove that excess, like that. That's the good thing about pre-recording. When you have a fuck up, you can kind of... Right, don't do what I just did and push the key out. You can kind of salvage, and that's the good thing I like also about live streams is that any fuck ups or anything like that you can kind of see. See, the purple's not too bad. The same amount on each side. So it goes to show these cubes that I bought aren't exact. That shit I'll clean up tomorrow. Again, key casting box will only go together one way. That's better. Make sure she's flat. Like that. Now she's sitting smooth. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright. Pull them apart carefully. Make sure that mould looks clean. So you could have been when I flick that out. It should look smooth. Little thumbprint. Could have been when I did that. Again, all comes down to a human error. Don't recommend heating up the metal itself like I am. Do what I say, not as I do, is what the saying goes. You know what I didn't fucking do? Put the flue in. There we go. Now I've got the flue in. Still will, but make sure she stays that way. Enough for us to cast the key. Very carefully. A little shake, make sure she's down. Alright, let her set. This shit's gone fucking everywhere. Right, we'll have a look, skis. A couple little air gaps in it. Looks like she's cast a little bit better. She's still really hot. Really hot. You can see a little line right through the centre, which means that, yeah. Again, it all comes down to preparation. I mean, take time, prepare your cast so it is perfect to go, and have it ready to go with greaseproof paper in it. don't do what I've done, which is, try and do it last second. Because I literally take, like, time to prepare a case, not usually. I would take time to prepare this, not just do it. It's still really fucking hot. Jiggle. There we go. So, as I said, I fucked up with the first one. I'll admit that. Yeah, a human error. But, as you can actually see, a cast key, I've just had it working. There you go. Will actually work. So I did fuck it up. I will admit that. The first cast I actually screwed up. But a cast key will actually work. With the key casting molds that I sell and I print. Just the first print. I've got my wooden one, the first ever key cast box I made. I had it pre-made, ready to go. I actually take time to lay out my box to make sure that I can cast a beautiful key. Last second, trying to get shit prepared, for a fucking live stream, but, this wasn't scheduled for. It has its drawbacks, because I can't take the time to really prepare. Oh shit, fucking everywhere. Everything, but let's get rid of this, and get rid of this. Well, I wouldn't recommend using it more than twice with a really good mix. So it just starts crumbling and falling apart. Oh shit, fucking everywhere. What the fuck is wrong with me? But, yeah, key casting boxes that I print and sell work a bloody treat. I would recommend, as I said, squirt a lock loop or something just to help stop this from sticking as much as this one is. You can give these a bloody wash though. Like that. Boom. Bob's your uncle, Frank's aunt. She's good to go again. But yes, a key, caster key will now do a bilock. Well, these ones aren't quite, these ones aren't quite thick enough to do bilocks, I realise. They can do dimple locks, they can do sliders. They can't do bilocks, whereas the wooden key casting box that I made, the one I actually carefully take that out. Then when I decoded that, it's got a key code on it, 23724. Yeah, pretty fucking close to what I got. I think it was like 3 because I used the C4. Which is not too bad. The wooden box I made can actually cast bilock keys. I've got a bilock sitting over there. Could be in the future video, see if we can cast. The Yuma 750 key. That was a fun one to cast. First time I ever tried casting that, it was way too thin and it wouldn't actually work. Took a little bit to actually get it to the right thickness to cast that key properly for a slider. But dimples, sliders, it's not an absolute perfect, ready to go, be all end all fucking method of cutting keys or copying keys. It's a fun method. The more you practice, the better you get. At one stage I was really good. I could cast the key like that. I haven't done it for that long. My skills are lacking. And as they always say, practice makes perfect, and always keep up to date. Practice what you preach often to keep your skill level up. It has been that long since I've actually done it. That, yeah. Last time I cast the key was actually the Yuma 750 padlock. And that was months and months and months and months. Probably like over a year ago. Since I did that. So, yeah, it just goes to show you. But you can copy a key. As I said, my favourite way is actually the cast one. Make sure it works, decode it, and then cut one to code using either space and depth keys, my key cutting machine, or my literally key cutters. It's entirely up to you. But yeah. I'm going to wrap this one up because it is literally... Of course I don't have been fucking watching because I've been at work. It is 2:30. I didn't go to bed till 4:30 last night. I've been going on the live stream for 3 hours, 28 minutes and 10 seconds, 12 seconds, 13 seconds. So yeah, I am going to wrap this. It is coming up to bedtime, Dons. Don't forget, you got to send me the photo of the stuff, the locks for the Bronx Lock Picker 60 GoFundMe that I started. We started, I should say. So I can share that with everyone. For a midweek catch-up, it hasn't been too bad for not having any videos organised. I'm going to jump on to the Facebook link, or the Facebook thing that Bulletproof just sent me, so I can actually buy a key casting light box to see how that goes. All good, Dons. Take your time, mate. I literally got fucking polymer clay everywhere. Key casting boxes like the one you actually just saw used is available at daup.com.au. Dark Arts Lockpicking, but at daup.com.au. Polymer clay I do not sell on there, and the woods metal I do not sell. Again, trying to find a dealer where I can get it cheap enough so I can give it to use cheap enough. That no, that don't go in there. That goes in my key repeating box. Doesn't cost an absolute fucking fortune because I'm not going to rip people off. So yes, I'm going to clean up this bloody mess and head to bed since I've got work tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to finish printing these trays for the lock camp in the USA. That's going to be fun, trying to get all them done. Finished off. So I've got like another 40 odd trays to go. Since the silk, I didn't have the fucking thing set up properly for it. I will try and get some more videos recorded for this week. I'll do more in-depth and better videos on key casting rather than just, last minute fuck arounds. Impressioning, I'll review the impressioning file. We'll see how that goes. My first impressioning, trying to impression that V7 with the wrong key that we actually modified tonight, which was kind of cool. The LW5 to fit the V7. I will review the Dremel tool. What else will I review? Let's go back up here for a second. Fuck it. There we go. I'll review some more lockpicking equipment that has been sent in to review. The magnifying goggles or headset that I was using to start impressioning that V7. We'll give that a go. At a review, I'll tell you what I think of that. My repinning kit, which I've got to go through and clean up. That probably needs a refill, but I'll do that later. Drink spoon, shit. So mate, some of it sticks, the woods metal, I just throw it in here. All those crumbs and shit, I just melt back down into ingots again, ready to go. Who knows how fucking old this one's is this metal I've used. How many times I've bloody used it. When I used to play around with it quite a lot. But as I said, the 3D stuff, the new pinning trays are available. Gold silk follower sets are now available. You know, hopefully become one of the best 3D printing in Australia. Yeah, key casting box beats my old homemade, hands-made fucking wooden thing. That doesn't really work that well. It works, but yeah, I'm so used to that. That's the first time I've used that one. The only thing is, I do like the built-in flue mechanism in that to go out the side. It works a lot better than the old paperclip. What am I missing? There's missing something. That and that. But as I said, I take ages to prepare and have a key casting clamp ready to go. Make sure it's perfect. If I could, I'd carry one in my pocket and then got a company to keep. Bang, done. Fucking Bob's your uncle. But yes, I got so much fucking work to catch up on. It's not funny. So yes, more reviews coming up, more 3D printed stuff, hopefully some tactical equipment, 3D printed. I'm just going to knock my camera around for a second. I do apologise to get my shit in because my office is not fucking big enough, nowhere near big enough. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get back up to the markets now. We're coming into spring and summerish weather. Hopefully summer soon enough. Who knows in Ballarat? We don't fucking get it. That will, yeah, be able to get some more money coming in so I can buy some more printers and get some more products and stuff since I'm trying to run two at the moment. Yes, I'll get more videos done, more products done. Hopefully I'm busting my ass off trying to even get around to doing the online courses. Be singing on soon. I hope so. I'm hoping for 40-degree fucking weather. I'm sick of the cold and wet. I like 40s plus. So yes, that will be coming up. I'm going to keep that because I'm going to put a post up on Instagram about key casting, although that wasn't the best cast that we got, but she works. I'm going to respond to Blaze since she's doing night shift. I'm fucking exhausted since going to bed at 4 AM last night. That's the RFID clone of the screen. All the batteries are in there. I think she shit herself completely. Take a battery out just to be on the safe side. I'll disconnect my phone for a second. Now, that's the one, the screen is completely shit itself. No picture comes up at all. So, good thing I have two of them, but there's a good excuse to buy the Proxima as well, so that's an upside. I've just finished, actually, that could be for spare parts, just finished upgrading my RFID kit. Well, it's more than RFID now, it's also car key programming. Yeah. This one, quick to show you before I wrap up. I've just thrown in, there goes batteries for the RFID. Nice. I've got the RFID reader, the second one in just here, but also threw in my car key programmer. Don't want to say it. In here as well, so I can do the immobilizer chips for car keys, and a spare couple of RFID tags and cards. I still got to try and pinch someone's credentials at work, put them onto the ring that I wear all the time. so I can swipe in and swipe out the doors. So yeah, I literally haven't been stopping lately trying to get this shit done. Get everything set up, ready to go back to the markets to do the key cutting and programming and printed goods for the Lock Camp over in the US, being a sponsor for that. Yeah, I don't stop. I'll probably go to bed in about next, 2:45? Probably go to bed about 4 a.m, wake up about 9ish, and then start all over again. Unless I decide to sleep in, depending on what time Blaze gets home. So, yeah. So, it's been a really long live stream, probably the longest one I've done for just a random catch up. But when Blaze isn't home and you got an autistic fucking me you're hanging around, you never know what's going to happen. Yeah, key casting, started the impressioning, got to clean up the fucking desk, lock lube. So yes, new 3D printed stuff's available. As I showed right at the start of the live stream, right now I have a nice new blue and silver lockpicking lawyer style or professional style pinning tray. Sexy blue that we just got in. I've got the gold silk follower sets with the Sparrow's gutting tool, the Sparrow's tailpiece tool included in with them. They're all available now, and the new, which I actually just have Bobby Key send me this version 2 of these, the pinning tray cases with the sliding lids, so you can actually store stuff in underneath and then close them up. I've got 2 reds and a blue available at the moment. And by popular demand, the purple and black trays, 2 of them available as well. So definitely go check out the website. As I was saying earlier and explained earlier, all the master keys that I actually carry and use. Every bloody day, except for that one because I can't get a good supplier for them yet. All the master keys up on the website, the Slim Jim bands, the bracelets that I make as well. Each one takes a couple of hours to make, and I only charge $30 for one. The one that's still available at the moment is this one right here. So 304 stainless steel. Looks like a nice, stylish, as I was saying earlier, bracelet. You know, you can go out for dinner. Oh, isn't that sexy? And then if you really need it, in case of emergency, go like that. Bend it out straight. Use it to slip a door latch. The smaller one and the big one on each side. Like gap-wise, small gap here, bigger gap there. Slip it and then bend it back in, put it back on your wrist. Cross-lock keys are still available. The key covers, which I actually use one because it's good for opening bottles. It's actually covering a Beeline's key. Those ones right there, those key covers, they're still available. The Fosco shopping trolley keys, ones that bypass the shopping trolley locks, still got them available. And I'm working on more and more products for all of you. So, and you know, good bloody prices. I'm not going to fucking rip you off, like a lot of people do. So, I forgot to put that away. Have a bloody good one. I'll see you all soon. I'm going to have to wrap this up because I've got to respond to Blaze and anyone else watching. 6 others according to this. It's been fluctuating all night. I still have... I'm at 17%. I've been going for 2 hours and 18 minutes on those prints. So yeah, got to get some more of them done, signed, ready to go. Have a bloody good one all. As always, hashtag it. Keep it bloody legal. Don't do anything fucking stupid. Go and check out all the links in my other videos to Extraordinary League of Pickers, the Discord group that I'm an admin of, our Facebook page, our Instagram page, our Twitter page, or whatever you want to call it. Follow me on YouTube. I'm also on Twitch now as well. I haven't really done much on Twitch. I got to get round to working that out. Check out doubt.com.au where we have the store with all the products. Hopefully soon courses. We have the blogs, links to all the videos that I do, the about section, and I'll be adding more in the mentorship program and everything else that I'm working on for that. Go and check it all out. Have a bloody good one. I'll see you all soon. Have a good night. I'm going to go do some shopping on eBay before Blaze gets home and tells me off. With the key impressioning box, so I can actually get around to impressioning a bit more. I've got to contact Rubber Band, see if I can organise a key impressioning group. And other thing that's available, which I actually fucking use because I love it. Follower holders. I actually use one on my bench now, so I actually keep my tweezers. You can fit tweezers or shims down on this end. Fit 8 followers in. I just carry all the ones that I use. I post pics on Instagram. So I actually use one of these all the time. They're available. The only one that's not available in this colour is the kick holder. They're available in black. I have a silver one. A lot better than my old polymorph plastic one. But anyway, go check it all out. I'll see you all fucking soon. Thanks for sticking around for a very, very long live stream, which I didn't know if anyone was going to turn up. It's just while I'm doing some work, which turned into some other shit instead of doing work. But anyway, have a good one. Cheers, guys. I'm finished with this. And I'm ready for bed. Have a good one. No. Get out of it. Shit. Yeah, out of that for a second. That can, not comments. Now it's fucking up on me. That down to there. That there.